Major concerns in the proposed Bangsamoro Basic Law continue to undergo close scrutiny in the lower house. Meanwhile, civil society groups urge Congress not to junk the proposed basic law. The details from Freddie Abando.
Although some members of the House Ad Hoc Committee at the Bangsamoro, chaired by Congressman Rufus Rodriguez, may have concerns in supporting the proposed Bangsamoro Basic Law, discussions on the measure has gained significant progress in addressing provisions which may be challenged for their constitutionality. The ambivalence was triggered by the recent Maguindanao incident in which 44 members of the Elite Special Action Force of the PNP on a mission to arrest 2 foreign terrorists were massacred by MILF and BIFF forces. This led to an expression of rage and shock to majority of House members.
Well, I'm deeply saddened, because I know some of those who were killed, at least their families. I think 3 are Ifugaos, the rest, I think 11 or 12 are Cordillerans. So it's really a very sad day for the region. While we have this general feeling of outrage and sadness, I still support the peace process. I have been calling or making an appeal to my Cordilleran region mates to, after we have buried the dead and we have called for accountability, it's also time to reflect and think deeply on what we want the future to be, not just in Mindanao but in the Cordillera.
Among the key concerns focus on powers of constitutional offices over the proposed Bangsamoro entity. These include the Civil Service Commission, the Commission on Audit, and the Commission on Elections.
We are now in the area finished concurrent powers, and that is, I think, there's. As far as I can see, there's been, conviviality in the room, and there is really, in my view, a certain spirit of most members to really try to meet the deadline.
Another major item facing scrutiny is wealth sharing and control of the inland waters. Llano Lake, for one, which is the major source of power generation for Mindanao. The lake is within the territory of the new Bangsamoro entity.
The issue about energy, whether this is going to be exclusive, concurrent, or reserved, same issues, those which we heard from the different resource persons. We are closely scrutinizing it.
The measure is targeted for approval by February 17. Speaker Feliciano Belmonte committed the House approval, although support may have been eroded by the Maguindanao incident.
We 75 people here will do what we want, how we want to do it, but at the end of the day, it will have to be put out into the open session in the plenary, which of course cannot be a closed session, and it will be fully discussed there in front of everyone.
In the meantime, civil society organizations in support of the peace process called on Congress not to junk the proposed basic law. A coalition of NGOs are one under the Friends of the Bangsamoro. They stressed the measure is the only solution to decades of conflict in Mindanao.
Killing the BBL is tantamount to killing the hopes and aspirations of the entire nation for peace. Killing the BBL would be killing the peace process and would mean terminating an opportunity for the entire nation to genuinely heal the wounds of war and rectify the historical injustices committed against the peoples of Mindanao.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.